Hello, how are you? I'm Mr. Dunn. I think Mr. Dunn is actually behind me. Thank you, Llama. I'm actually the real Mr. Dunn. Actually, I'm not. I'll go get him.
I'm actually the real Mr. Dunn. Don't mind the sculpture in my head. That's actually what we're going to be making today with lines. You're going to be taking lines and paper and you're going to be bending them, cutting them to make a sculpture. So make sure that you get everything ready because we're about to make a really cool paper sculpture.
On. We are going to make a sculpture, and sculptures are three-dimensional. They have height, they have width, and they have depth. For example, this has height, how tall it is, it has width, how wide it is, and it has depth, how deep it is, and this is filled with glue. It's just in a solid form. So, when you look at the worksheet, you can read what they say, and of course, it's fine if you add what you want. I'm going to pick some of these random ones, and I'm going to try to do an example of each. Like this one says, loves to play soccer. Well, I don't love to play it, I love to watch it. So it says red tab. So I'm going to be getting the color red. I'm going to take my base, I'm going to take the red, and you might want to take a little bit thicker one because I'm going to show you how to do a tab. Okay, so what you will do for a tab is all you're going to do is just make small little cuts and all the way. Don't make it all the way through. Okay, and then you can also make a cut on this side. So you're going to take it and you're going to fold it, and then you can take this one and you're going to fold it, and that is a tab. Okay, so you're making two cuts here, two cuts up here, two cuts here, two cuts up here. So I'm going to continue this one, and make sure you go to the fold so you get a good tab, and then it kind of gives this 3D look, and especially looks really good. The reason that I have the yellow is so you can actually see the base, because that's what it's going to stand on. Remember, like the Statue of Liberty, it stands on a base, okay? And I'm going to actually, since I cut this, go ahead and tag that one, and come over here, tab this one, and then I'm going to leave this for the end. And then what we're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to leave this alone, and we're going to fold it over to make a foot. And this foot is how we're going to glue it on. So you can have your glue open, and you can take it and you can rub it on there, push it up just a little bit, and you're going to rub it on there, and then you're going to place it. I like to fold mine over and then press it down. You've got to press it down. If you don't press it down, it's not going to stick. Press this side, you can see the tab here. You're going to rub more glue. And if you're using bottle glue, little dot does a lot. And then press this down. When you first do it, you saw it kind of slip. You have to really put pressure straight down. You can't go back and forth. If you also want to make all your strips and then glue them at the end, you can do that too. So the next one is loves French fries. I love French fries.
So because I chose the French fry, I am now going to create a pink spiral. So I'm going to take a pink piece of paper and I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to bend it over the marker, and then I'm just going to start to roll it over it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get started, but then I think you can get rolling. And you're going to keep rolling until you're at the very end. Probably that's good enough because that's going to be the foot anyway. You'll take it off, and when you roll it out, you should get a spiral. And then the back of it, you can bend that over, and that will be the part where you're going to put the glue to glue it to your sculpture.
And then pull it out, and then you get a nice spiral. That's much better, okay? And you can take it if you wanted to attach it to the top of this one if you want to do that, the red tab one, or you could even put it under. It's totally up to you, or you can put it on your base. Remember, this is the base. I think I like mine right there. So I'm gonna turn it over. Think about where it's gonna go before you put the glue on, or you're gonna have glue everywhere. Put that down. And then you could even, you see, and I gotta really press it down. You could even take this part of the spiral and then glue that down here. It's starting to look a little bit more three-dimensional. Then I'm going to glue. And I think I like the idea of it on the base. I've got to really press it down. All right. So let's see another one. Move this out of the way and let's look at the sheet again. So we've done a pink spiral, we've done a red tab, and let's do some fringe, okay? And this one says has an I in your name. I don't have an I in my name. This one says likes tacos, so I'm gonna do an orange fringe. And fringe is a little bit different. And this is a bit thin, so I'm actually gonna change my fringe because I have a thicker piece, and I'm gonna bring this back over here and show you how to do the fringe. And I'm actually going to move this completely off so you can see it better. Fringe is where you're just gonna make a lot of little cuts, but you have to leave this part open so it can become your foot. Cutting all the way down, and then I'm actually going to start to make the foot. And I'm going to make the foot, and you can make the foot first, probably not a bad idea, and then you can start doing your fringe. Now I'm going to bring this back over, and then I'm going to, looks like a big eyelash. So I'm going to take this and place it, figure out how I want to place it. So this is my foot, or it looks like grass. So I'm going to actually cut it smaller, and then I'm going to put some glue right here. Alright, I'm going to lay that down, and I'm going to glue that in just a minute. Now I'm going to re-look at my worksheet and see if there's anything else that's missing. So we've done pink spiral, we've done a red tab, and we've done an orange fringe, and it looks like everything else is the same thing. So we've done an example everything. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish my sculpture, and you want to try to build it up. If you wanted to, you could even cut just a little bit of your base to give it just a different look. You could even take a hole puncher and you can do that. So you want to do that on one side, and you might want to do the same on the other side. Totally up to you, or you can leave it as a rectangle.
Yay! We finished! We made our amazing 3D paper sculpture. Make sure that you get your name on the back or the front. Good job!